All right. Here's proof that the cat tries to control the chair. I'm trying to take the. See that? He doesn't want me to. Come grab him. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a feisty little cat, isn't it? All right. Ow, you son of a gun. All right. Yeah. East Texas Death Cat, all right? Woo, man. Tell you why, you gotta keep your eye on. Yeah. Here's what gets him every time, though. You just hold him like a little baby and just rub his ears and that squishy little face. He can't do anything. He's like, wow. All right, so, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. So, the East Texas Death Cat loves the chair. He loves that chair so much. He hates giving up because he gets really comfy in there. And he's willing to try to kill me for it. Okay? Hey, he's wound up. He's got a fresh bowl of meow mix and everything else, so he's like super excited this morning. Okay, it's been a big day for him. He got his ears scratched. He got to sit in the chair while I was at the gym. He got sleep out last night. Normally, I don't let him sleep out because I don't like being bugged in the middle of the night by a cat. Okay, and he's just wound up. But we're gonna get rid of him because we got business to talk about. We got stuff to get done. You didn't come here to watch me fight a cat. And actually, I've fought bigger animals than this. I used to have 100-pound Belgian Malinois. Okay, yeah, that's right. See, I got his mouth right there. So I used to have 100-pound giant wolf that lived with me. And actually, I wrote a book about him. I'm going to throw the cat. He's going to land safely on a very large bed that's way behind the camera that you can't see. So I'm going to throw him over there. I'm going to put him down. He actually bit me and made me bleed. That kind of sucks. All right. Well, I know how to take care of that. Alcohol. Like, not like drinking alcohol, but like spraying alcohol or rubbing alcohol, which is, I guess, made of the same type of substance, but they just add different chemicals to it. All right. What in the heck are we talking about this video? Oh, we were not talking about the cat. Actually, I'm going to get him out of here. Okay. Back to work here. I thought I saw something. Could have swore I saw something. Okay. Anyhow, the point of this video is to talk a little bit about what I was doing. Whoa. I was in here messing around before I got started. So the video is about how I was going to go about getting information out to people. Okay, like I said, basically zero marketing dollars, very limited resources, have some money at my disposal. You know, I have some of these things that I can use, but I got to be really smart about this. I don't want to go broke trying to publish these books. Okay, that's not the plan. The plan is to get them out there, make some positive gains. Probably let's try to make some money. I mean, let's be smart here, okay? I mean, publishing, it's great. Like, anybody can publish a book, okay? But publishing a book and generating some positive cash flow, that would be really nice, okay? It's a great badge of honor to go out there and publish it, and I'm really proud to do that. I'm proud of what I've done, and I'm proud of that I'm going to go and put this out there and put it on the line, okay? So I am proud of those facts, okay? And anyone else that's doing this, you should be proud of yourself as well, and I'm impressed and proud that you did as well. That's a big step forward. However, I've got other goals too. And one of those goals is to hopefully generate some revenue. Okay. I want to supplement my income with this a little bit. Okay. If not, maybe start a brand new career. It's a possibility. Okay. I mean, wouldn't it be stupid of me to sit up here? It's like, I'm going to publish these books and spend all my money and go broke and live in destitute. And then, you know, I wouldn't have a dime to my name. Like, my kids come over and we have nothing to eat and there's nothing, I have no gas for the car. I mean, that would just be a complete disaster. Okay. That's not what I want. I want to maintain sustainability and make progress. Okay. Now, with that said, I came down to some points that I kind of knew this in advance. However, I did some research, and for upcoming writers, they always recommend a blog or a video blog or a vlog, if you will. That kind of boiled down to those two aspects right there. Okay. You have to do something to get word out. One thing I didn't want to do, which I've read a lot of books on publishing, they're like, hey, go contact your local grocery store or Walmart or Target or wherever it is that's around your house and just set up a table and go out there and try to sell your book. I was like, I've seen those people, and frankly, that doesn't interest me. Okay. Maybe it does work for them. I mean, maybe they make some great sales. Maybe they walk out of there with like cash just falling out of their pockets. They're like, wow, I can't believe I made so much money. I've never given them a dime. And I'm willing to bet most of you have probably never bought a book from a person sitting at a fold out table in the Kroger's right beside the chip aisle. Now, if they're beside the, some, I don't know, where would they put their table? Maybe by the greeting card section? They still have magazine sections at the stores? I don't know. I don't buy stuff like that at the store. I buy food and stuff to keep the household running. Okay, Meow Mix. I buy Meow Mix and Kitty Litter. And apparently I buy rubbing alcohol because the cat's, obviously, as you can see, very aggressive. Okay, he just came that way. I don't know, like, we didn't make him that way. It's not like we bought him and flipped open his little battery pack in the back and there's a little switch that says good and evil, and we switch it down to evil. Okay, that wasn't the case. The cat just came evil. You heard about the East Texas death cat coming from the death house with all the skulls. Okay, I mean, it makes sense, right? But we like him, so we keep him around. Okay. So I didn't want to go sell tables. Instead, I decided, I'm going to do this just through social media. And I started researching blog ideas. And I went and found a bunch of people's blogs that were writers. And I wasn't like, I didn't see anything that was some good points that would sell me on the idea. Almost everybody's writing blog that I went out there and saw, they probably published like 7 to 10 books, and then they just kind of disappeared. But they had tons of writing material on their blogs, but it kind of just dissipated. I'm sure maybe they got burned out and they're like, hey, this is going nowhere. I've been putting all this time and effort into it. I've been making any money, no cash flow. That's a problem, right? Because that would build in some entropy into your efforts. And if you don't know what entropy is, go look it up. Okay. But that's going to kill the process. It's going to kill your inertia. Like these physics terms with describing this stuff. I mean, it's true. It's actually real. Like, this is a good way to describe things, is with physics. But I'm not a physicist. I may look like one, especially when I'm holding the cat and drinking my coffee here. I got a new coffee cup for the camera. I use the same coffee cup and I clean it out every day, but I thought, well, y'all probably think I'm some goofball that just uses the same coffee cup every day. Okay, so, yeah, there you are. New coffee cup. Actually, I found this coffee cup. You're like, oh my God, you're horrible. I mean, it's like a $20 cup. And it was just, I came in my classroom after summer break, and there sitting on my desk was a coffee cup. It was clean. I said, hey, I like coffee cups. It was somebody else's, but I cleaned it. And I cleaned it to surgical standards using a chemical called iodophor, which when I used to brew beer, that was a solution. I don't know what the term is. It's a cleaning solution. I know it has iodine in it, but anyhow, it kills bacteria and microorganisms to a level that would be safe for surgical purposes. That's based upon my remembering of the description on the back of the bottle. Okay, so don't go quote me on that and say, you freaking liar. All right, what in the world were we talking about? Let's see, we're talking about coffee cups, new coffee cup, cats, card tables at the grocery store by the chip aisle, and then writers, people trying to sell stuff, make cash flow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's where we're going with all this, right? And anyhow, so I went through their blogs. They were nice, but they were writing a lot of stuff, which I shouldn't say stuff. A lot of them were writing like nonfiction. Say they were a fiction writer, and they were writing a lot of nonfiction associated type of material on their website. I saw a lot of people writing self-help tips. People were writing recipes for cooking and other things, but their books weren't correlating with what they were writing about. Because, I mean, I'm writing fiction, okay? I'm not going to start writing a self-help website when I'm trying to write fiction books. That seems to be contradicting. Remember when I talked about earlier about having complementary actions that complement one another? And I did some more research and I thought about it, and I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And I because I do other work on the side, and I listen to a lot of YouTube videos for news. I listen to psychologists. I just find that stuff interesting. So I thought, you know what? It'd probably be the most complementing type of action would be to make a video vlog of the documentation of everything I went through to go through and make the book. That seems to be more adherent to a good solution that doesn't form entropy on the action of writing, okay? Because writing that's a limited action that I have. I can only write so much. And when I write fiction compared to technical writing, my technical writing, I can write anywhere. Like it could be noisy, it could be loud. The kids could be out there beating each other with Legos, and the cat could be climbing the Christmas tree. I mean, which is true. I mean, it is going to be complete chaos, and I can still put it together because it's technical writing. That just comes natural to me. You know, just that expository text type of construction. But fiction writing, that gets a little bit deeper because I'm like totally in the imagination. I'm not describing something tangible that has a set of instructions to lead a person through a process. Instead, it's like trying to paint a picture. And I can't do that with a lot of distractions. You know, I can't do that with a cat in here fighting me for a chair. I can't do it with the kids out there, you know, starting structure fires and everything else. Okay. So I have to have some peace and quiet when I do these things. And I usually have some background music when I play that as well. Hey, that's a good video idea. What music I listened to when I made these different types of books. And there's certain albums I listened to during those periods of time. So anyhow, we'll get all the music in another video. Back to the point is that I thought, well, I only have so much time to write. I'm not going to write something that doesn't complement with what I'm doing. I had an idea for a blog that would be like a fiction-based blog, but I thought that probably wouldn't be the most conducive strategy at this entry-level point. I think people need to see more of me and like, who am I? What's this about? Where's it going? And I think videos are probably going to be the best shot I have at actually getting that message out there, possibly move somebody into action to go and possibly consider purchasing the book, and hopefully they would make that decision to do so, and I hope they enjoy it. I certainly put a lot of effort into it, and I stand by it. I think it's a very entertaining book. Okay, so that's the big story of, I don't have my glasses on, so I don't know how long I've been talking. I can see the phone and the camera and myself, and I could drive a car without glasses. But I'm not going to go anywhere new without glasses when I drive because I can't see letters and numbers very far away. But it's very comfortable to not wear my glasses. And now you have the whole story of me and my glasses and having card tables by the chip aisle and why the cat attacks me and how come I'm using a new coffee cup that I found. I've had this for like 5 years, just for the record. But I guess that's it. I guess we got nothing else to talk about. Unless there's something y'all want to talk about. Y'all having a good morning so far? You having a good week? We just wrapped up Halloween a couple days ago. And it's November 2nd, 2022. I'm not sure if the date matters to you when you watch these videos. Some people might, because I know in a lot of research, people are like, oh, it's outdated. Don't even look at it. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. I think that's kind of nonsense. I think there's a lot of old research that actually has more value now than it did when it was possibly done. The problem is people have got this, I call it the parrot narrative. They like to repeat what they hear, and they've heard it from somebody that old research isn't valid. So therefore they just go ahead and keep repeating that. It's kind of like people keep repeating that Wikipedia, it has a lot of misinformation. I would beg to differ with you 100%. Now, there's probably some entries on Wikipedia that probably have a lot of, you know, errors, especially when it comes to political type things, because people are always on the attack about that. But other more, you know, factual type things like, you know, computer science information, historical events, you know, it's got tons and tons and tons of research that goes into it. And it's a good place to start to help further your learning and moving forward. Okay. But that's back to my point about people just kind of parrot off on things, which that's fine. I'll probably do the same thing as well. All right. We're going to wrap that up because I don't know what else to talk about.